Good morning, everyone. We Group 4 are here to present on Metaverse implementation project for Facebook with schedule, scope, and integration management. Can we go to the next slide? So before taking you all to Metaverse, let me just brief you on what actually Metaverse is. So in the broadest terms, Metaverse is understood as a graphically rich virtual space where people can work, play, shop, socialize, in short, do the things humans like to do together in real life, perhaps more to be on the point, on the internet. So now we will have Dr. Strange taking us on a ride to Metaverse. Here's a group of friends who used to study at IIM Matunga 10 years back. Now, with every other person scattered at a different end of a country with all their busy schedules and no time, how do we meet? Here's the question. The real time experience is possible on Metaverse, wherein we can meet our friends we haven't seen since years, chit chat with them, have lunch together, socialize, and not just this, even dating is possible here. So you can even afford to go to the most expensive of restaurants like Hayat, the Taj on Metaverse, which might not be possible in real life. Next slide, please.
Now, after the introduction, let's look at the problem statement. Our topic is Metaverse implementation for Facebook. As Facebook is a social media platform with implementation of Metaverse, it brings a whole new way of socializing by bringing hangout places from your good old memories, irrespective of where you reside in the world. Next slide. Here, you can see steps for creating scope management. We must define the scope of project as we might deviate while working on critical tasks. A well-defined scope will help us to stick to our targets. Next slide.
So now we'll talk about the project schedule management. So sequencing the tasks is to be done in the first place for the schedule management. So these are the tasks which are required for the metaverse. So by giving them a code name and defining the predecessor activity for them, later we will do the analogous guesstimation and determine the duration required for each of the activity. After which we'll determine the CPM, like the critical path required for the whole project, which is 239 in the case of our project. And later we will get the feedback from the industry experts and from general public and accordingly implement them in the second sprint.
Now let's see the technical aspects of implementing the project. We all know that AR and VR are the backbone of this technology, but we also require cryptocurrency and IoT devices in order to help this technology fully function. Next slide. So this is a framework of technological aspects of the project. Beginning with each arrow contains an HTTP protocol which tells the server what to do about the information. To begin with, content providers will use Sketchfab, which is a 3D modeling device. It will transfer its information to web server. It will help the users to connect with the server, and then the information will be transferred to VR server, which will provide a virtual infrastructure to the whole project. It will be backed by the database server, which functions for maintaining the data, and then the information will be transferred to a streaming server. All this will be collectively transferred to a WebXR browser, which will help in order to publish this information for the users, and users can enjoy the metaverse. Next slide.
So next is integration management. It involves coordinating all project elements from delegating tasks and managing resources to communicating with stakeholders. Next slide. There are 7 steps of project integration management. The first one is creating a project charter, which contains the roles, responsibilities, goals, and objectives of the project. Second is developing a plan, and here it defines all the tasks of the project. 3 and 4 involves directing and managing the technical and organizational parts. Fifth is the monitoring and control project tasks, and sixth is perform integrated change control. And towards the end, 7th step is close the project, and it must be closed when it's done, and it includes reviewing of the processes. Next slide. Now coming to the user journey, let's understand how to use this platform. After clicking on the link, we need to create an avatar for ourselves, and post that we need to send a request to our friends or our date, and when they accept it, only then can we form a group and schedule a meeting. And after that, you'll be required to wear a virtual headset. And then it'll take you to your cafe where you can meet your friends, or it can be a nice hotel where you can enjoy quality time with your date. Next. And these are our references. Thank you so much for your time.
So now we will be having a VR set which all of you can use and get the experience of a real metaverse. Thank you.